Okay, YouTube, we got to talk, man. I had to whip out the tripod for this particular video. We got to have a discussion, man. Yeah, RTX 3070 Ti, right? We're going to do an unboxing on this video. We're also going to have a discussion in this video, right? So really the talking points, I'm going to be focusing on this gaming desktop that is manufactured by MSI. I want to talk to you today about if you feel like you really need to upgrade your GPU, when realistically you should be upgrading your GPU. Now, I've made a similar discussion video and I'll share it, hit that link, check it out, figure out if those talking points are meaningful to you, and then come back to this one. But in that video, I kind of spoke to why you should be upgrading based on your monitor and things like that. And I really want to make this a part two of this. So maybe this will be a series going forward. I'm not sure. The last video featured an RTX 3080 Ti. And so here we are with the 3070 Ti. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll my intro, get myself gathered here, get back in handheld camera style. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the channel, and thank you for your continued support. If you leave any likes or comments, constructive criticism, it's appreciated. We're about to get into the unboxing of this thing. It packages with like a saran wrap, if you will. So I've already broken that. There doesn't appear to be any seals on here, but because it came packaged the way it was, I'm not concerned about there being like bricks or anything stuffed in here. So go ahead and get this thing out. This is MSI Gaming Trio. Now, it's very ironic for this video because the pre-built that I was just showing you in the opening sequence of this recording, nothing in there, features an RTX 2080 non-Ti that is a gaming trio, right? So here we've got this box here. It's pretty light actually. Kind of an imitational MSI card. You can see that there. Everything that I got out of there is going to be here, which is pretty much user manual, how to upgrade your PC with a new graphics card. This is a very nice animated booklet going through, kind of just walking you through some of the things you need to do, type of screws you need to remove, and what you need to plug in and so forth. So that's pretty cool for the new little advertisement sheet going over different things that they do offer. MSI makes motherboards, headphones, power supplies, graphics cards, so forth. Installational guide. They've got a credit card also, which I don't know how that works because they really don't have graphics cards to sell, but like I said, they do sell an array of different things. And then this is more so like that, just manual for it. So I'm not gonna go through opening all of that up. To keep this clean, let me just get this put back in here. I will get to the main part. Got a thin layer of styrofoam there. GPU looks very nice. What is this? Okay, so it comes with a sag bracket, anti-sag bracket. That's cool. Very thoughtful of them. This is a 3-fan card. And I believe, we'll see in a second, it takes up 2 slots. Yes, this is a big card, man. This is a nice size card, about the same size and length, looks like the RTX 2080 is. Nothing else in that packaging. So we've unboxed a gaming trio RTX 3070 Ti. Sag bracket doesn't have MSI or anything onto it. That's disappointing. One thing I liked about the 2080 and the 2080 Ti gaming trio, I have had both of those cards before. They came with a bracket that actually had, you know, like some lettering and some animations on it. In fact, we'll see that within this video because the pre-built has that graphics card in it. right, man. Beautiful big card here. Okay. So your RGB elements right here. Doesn't look like this. Lights up. May have some illumination there also. I'm not sure. If you vertically install this, you've got some lighting there, some lighting here. Doesn't appear to be a ton. Doesn't look like there's anything within the blades. I haven't looked at any unboxings of this. I was able to get this card and figured, hey man, it'd be cool to put it on my channel. So I like the 3-fan design. I love that. It looks similar to the 2080 model that I'm gonna be swapping out. So now we have that. We have context on what we're looking at. Let's go ahead and take a look at this build I'm gonna put it in. All right, so February 5th last year, I bought this pre-built computer, did a review on it, still get questions about it. Not sure if this unit is still being manufactured, but it has been pretty solid. It's all MSI. This one features a 10th gen i7. I bought one on February the 5th and February the 12th. This particular iteration featured a 3080. I stripped it. I showed that within the video. And then I turned around and did the same thing for the 3070 variant. And as I said then, I'll say now, buying yourself a pre-built computer from a reputable company like MSI is going to be the easiest way for you to get one of their products. Okay. So features a 16 gig set of RAM, a 120 millimeter cooler. I haven't cleaned this out or done anything with it. Has 4 ARGB fans, one there, 3 in the front. That bottom one pretty much to keep any drives you should put in cool. And then what I did was I put in an RTX 2080 graphics card, which is what you're looking at here, a Gaming Trio. So I'm gonna snatch this card out of here, and so we can do a kind of a comparison side by side, if you will, just so you can kind of look at the cards, but they both look about the same in terms of the stature. As I was telling you, this card came with a much more attractive anti-sag bracket. It says True Gaming. Just contrasts well and it looks pretty good. This is for my adult son. I have 3 sons in college, so he uses this pretty much in a gaming capacity, does some streaming also. So let me go ahead and get this pulled out. All right, here is that comparison from a physical perspective. Just so much more detail put into this card in terms of like the outer casing and such versus this one. Put some RGB elements here on the side for you to be able to see, but the anti-sag bracket contrasts well with this to make it look bigger versus you have a straight horizontal strip there for your illumination. I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure that this lights up also. You don't get any lighting on this guy right here, but just that red aesthetic looks nice to me. That gold dragon. Stickers are both nice. More red accents on this. You know, that red is that traditional PC gamer color. And then a look at the back side of both of these cards. That back plate on this thing, so beautiful, man. Oh man, I love that. You know, this is why I like to hold on to my stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is a collector's piece for me. But let's give you a nice overview on that. Now we're gonna get into some more talking points about why you should consider doing this versus this. Again, if you haven't seen the video I linked earlier, I've already done a discussion of video like this, but this is kind of tuning in a little bit more. Let's get to it. All right, and so now we're finally gonna get to the talking points to close this video out. And let me be perfectly transparent. This new GPU is not going into this build, okay? It's not. So let me offer you some context. My son, who owns this computer, came from a Ryzen 5 GTX 1070 build, okay? It was perfectly fine for him then. He graduated high school. This was a gift for him. And so I needed access to that 3080 because we had computers in the house that were getting newer displays that were running at 4K at a high refresh rate. And so I needed the power of the 3080. So what I did was I had one computer we were taking apart, upgraded him to the 2080. And if you want, you can actually see his setup or an older version of his setup in this video right here. I'll link it in, showing his game room. He since moved rooms and got things reorganized and things like that. But he's currently rocking an LG 4K monitor that runs at 60 hertz. He has a secondary monitor that's LG. It's 1080p at 60 hertz also. So the 2080 is perfectly fine for him. Like, it's perfectly fine. He hasn't come to me and addressed any concerns about any of the games that he plays, which does look like he plays League of Legends. He plays, this kid plays a lot of different games, a lot of games. He goes back and forth from the Switch to PC gaming. He does some streaming. The card obviously has the NVENC chip on it, the 2080. So it's handling everything he needs. The only thing that I had to do with this was put a mechanical drive in it. So I believe I put a 2 terabyte in there. It has a 1 terabyte solid state, so he's got 3 terabytes collectively in here. But for the purpose of this video, I did need to clean his PC out, so I'll pick up some condensed air and we'll get that done later. But full talking points to bring it full circle. If you're buying a pre-built, the only way you should be going into upgrading the GPU is if your display gets upgraded. If you are not running at a higher refresh rate and feeling the limits of that refresh rate, then you don't need to buy a new GPU. This card right here, however, is going to go into my Plex build. I think it's going to look really attractive in there because it does have a 3080 that doesn't have any RGB, and I don't need the 3080 in it. However, in the next video that I post on the channel, we will be putting this card into my Plex build. We will also be testing it on some gaming in 4K. The new God of War just came out last week, epic. So we're going to put the 3070 Ti to work on that. If you guys have any questions, if you have any opinions, any thoughts, any ideas for discussion of videos, if you like this kind of content, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, Max Love.